all precious and Jamaican here. Trust all is well with you and yours. We are at the beginning of the hurricane season, and I am a little bit happy about that. Not because I want there to be a hurricane, but because I am encouraging the rain to come. As you know, Jamaica has been in a serious drought, and we have been getting some rain now, but it has not been enough to pull us out of this very bad drought. So I'm trusting that the rain is going to come, bring us some, get us out of this drought, but avoid any hurricanes and floodings and all the other stuff that can happen during this time. The drought has set us back, as you know, and any torrential rains will set us back on the other end. So I'm just hoping that there'll be some even steadiness during this time that will get us some rain, get us out of the drought, and help us push forward, not just with our project, but like I say, Jamaica needs to get out of this drought because everyone is suffering here. What I wanted to talk about in this video is our swimming pool and our pond. Now, what I said in my last video was that I will show you in the next video, which will be this one, some of the inner walls that we've been putting up. I'm going to save that for a phase 2 type video instead, and focus on the swimming pool and the pond in this video. Now, we started this earlier on, and they are not complete, the swimming pool and the pond, but I wanted to share with you how we started and where we currently are today. So take a look. So as you can see, this is the very beginning of the whole process of digging the swimming pool on the pond. Right now what he is digging up and gathering the stones from is the swimming pool area. And I think I may have shown you some of this in an earlier video, but he's taking those large stones that he's able to dig up himself and then put them in the area of the veranda, dumping up the veranda, and this of course was months ago. This was again in January. So this is the shallow end of the pool, and this is the deeper end. But so the excavator was not able to dig up so easily some of the big giant size stones and some areas where the stone was really hard, so we had to I put the jackhammer attachment to the excavator in order to break up some of that really hard stone. It was it was really impossible to do with the other attachment. So that's what's happening here. They are attaching that jackhammer, I believe that's what you call it, to the excavator so that they can start digging up the stone that we're not able to get with the other attachment. And that's what's happening here. like we've said before, our land is really, really rocky. So, I mean, we were surprised at how much stone there was there on the property. And it has caused us some headaches with the swimming pool, well, the foundation turned out not to, for the house turned out not to be so bad, but the pit, the cistern, particularly the cistern, as we said before, we were not able to go as deep with the cistern as we wanted to, so we had to go higher. At the time, we did not have access to this particular equipment, so the excavator that we had before was smaller than this. We wish we had this one in earlier on, because we probably would have been able to go deeper with the cistern. But it is what it is. We'll make it work. We do have it for the swimming pool, so we're happy about that. Just more pictures showing the happenings and going on with that. I believe they had to make some adjustments there. And now they were able to use the bucket to do a little bit more. And as you can see, we've made quite a bit of progress with the swimming pool. They were able to go a whole lot deeper, and now it's starting to take shape. Yeah, starting to take shape. You can see a lot of progress has been made. I think we have, at this point, have dug the hole for the swimming pool as far as we're going to dig it. And this is the end of February. At this point, we're starting to form up, or starting to do the walls for the pond wall. So they're framing up that area for the pond. And you'll see it take shape a little later on in the video. So that's what's happening here. That's just a view from the swimming pool area. And again, just another view from outside. And you can see, again, they are framing up the walls for the pond and the swimming pool. The swimming pool and the pond are going to share one of the walls. So again, you will see it take shape a little later. You can see here where they are framing up, putting the rebar and whatnot for the pond wall. Very, very early stages. That's what you're looking at here. They are casting the foundation for the walls here, the pond wall. So you can see that the pond at this point is starting to be dug up, and the wall, the pond wall, is taking shape. See that little area there is going to, that wall there, that's where we're going to have some planters, and you can see they've made quite a bit of progress with the pond wall, the very beginning of it. So, and if you've seen the other video, you know that this was a little while ago, because we now have some stone walls built in this area. So this was a little while back. So we're just doing catch up. And so in order to, we indeed used the excavator, but some of this work had to be done by hand, and that's what the men there are doing. Digging the pool a little further by hand, get some of that hard stone out. This is walking around from the carport area. You can see where they're still working on the wall. You're walking up to the veranda area, which is to your left. And they're just still doing a lot of work by hand there. It's a different angle. So I'm not sure if you can see there the little orange light out. That's where they're marking where the steps in the swimming pool will be. This is the shallow end of the pool, and that orange area is lining out where the steps will be. And now we're framing up the swimming pool. That's what we're making, some real progress. They have leveled out what part is the shallow end, and what part is the deep end. And now we're just we are framing everything out. So this is now towards the end of March. And again, Raymond is coming around from the carport area, walking up to where the veranda will be on your left. You can see they have, I believe at this point they've completely finished framing out the swimming pool on part of the wall there, I believe. That's what we're looking at. Soon going to cast it. He just walked in through the living room area and then into the primary bedroom area, again looking out into the swimming pool. But you've seen this before. And this is casting day. So you can see they are doing just that. They are not just casting they've cast the bottom of the pool, and now they are blocking up the pool. I'm just going to show you from a different angle where they're actually doing all of the concrete and all that jazz. And they are doing the walls of the swimming pool. You can see they have a lot of the walls done, and you can also see where they are putting in the steps of the swimming pool. Just more angle, more casting up the walls. So making some real progress here. And you can see a lot of progress have been made. And we are still working our way up. He's sharpening a tool there. And you can see the steps there being worked on as well. Making some progress. Now they've completed the block, and they are doing a rough cast of the actual pool now. So it's taking some real shape at this point. You can clearly see the point where the shallow end is. Right now he's there at the deep end, but you could see where the shallow end is of the pool on the deep end. You can clearly see where the demarcation is, what sort of declines down into the deeper end. There is not going to be a real deep end. The shallow end is about 3 feet. The deep end is about 5 feet. So it's not very, you can still swim in it. The point is to be able to get a little dip in there. And I think it's well made. Working still on the steps there. And you can see in the distance where the wall is being completed as well. They're still working a lot on casting the walls and whatnot. You can see them doing that. So you can see at this point he's actually working on the walls of the pond wall, on the pond wall, and also the shared wall of the swimming pool. So they're like doing both the wall and actually still casting out the swimming pool. You see here most of the swimming pool has indeed been cast. At least the walls have been cast, but there's a part by the pool, by the steps that you can't see from this angle that needs to be complete as well. So. This is starting the second wall, if I'm not mistaken, the second pond wall, and you will see what I mean a little later. So that is the skimmer, I believe, for the swimming pool. You can see it from inside of the pool. Yeah, so they've done all of the casting that they're going to do for the swimming pool, and that was just an angle. Well, yeah, that's just an angle from like in front of the pond. He may have been actually standing in the pond at that moment. You can also see right here where the veranda is about to be cast. They are working on the outer pond wall. Coming off the carport, that's just one of the columns in the carport. But anyway, he's walking from the carport area. You can see that those little stone walls has been built by this time. And he's just walking around. You can see they're still working on the outer wall. Yeah, these stone walls have been built. Walking up through the veranda area. You can also see that the floor of the veranda has been cast. And by this point, you see that little sand that's in the swimming pool. That's white sand that's going to be used for the walls of the swimming pool. So you can see where those rocks where the They did some dumping up where the curved wall is, and you can see here the steps have not been cast as of yet, but they're still working on that. I should say the steps have not been completely cast. Still casting walls. It's taking real shape at this point. Again, more you can see more of the plumbing work that's being done. You see, making real progress at this point. Real progress. So we're gonna have water going there, and lilies, water plants. Yeah. So you can see now that the all of the excess rebar has been cut from the swimming pool. Now at this point we're ready to add the top stones. I believe Raymond calls them coping stones that will go on top of the swimming pool. And again, he's walking through the pond. You can see some of the plumbing work has been done there. The outer rock wall has been still being worked on. You can see there in the swimming pool where the jets are going to be. So you see the plumbing work for that has been done. So as you can see, some of the coping stones have been added to the swimming pool. And Raymond at this point is walking through the pond again. And you can see the progress that has been made to date. At this point, it is not quite mid-May. So I think what I'm going to do is let Raymond take it from here and explain what you're looking at.
The swimming pool, looking from the veranda. Alright, so this is looking out, a little lookout over the pond. We still have some more filling up to do. Of course, the pool, we have to wait till we have electricity. Probably when we move in, we'll probably plaster and put the tile and around the top of the pool and finish all the work. We still have to do a little more work on the coping stones, and we still have to do a little bit more filling up around the pool. Getting there. I guess looks like we got about another foot or so to go to get this up to where we could cast this area. So this is we're walking around to the pond now. So this is the pond right here, and this line here. This is a line from the shower face basins and from the roof over the master bedroom, and this water will feed into the pond on this side of the pond. Alright, so I'm standing inside the pond now. I'll turn around and show you where this came from. This came from there. Alright, so this is gonna be that's the pool wall. This gonna be the pool wall will share the pond wall. You can see we have the jets, all the plumbing done for that. Alright, so again, okay, so now I'm in the pond, walking towards the other end of the pond. So this is the lookout area that needs to be filled up. Okay, that's the veranda up there. Okay, so this little area here is gonna be it's gonna be a little planting shelf. So we'll try to get some water plants in this area that needs soil to grow. Everywhere else, like in the shallow part of the pond, like up there, we'll probably try to get some plants established and some gravel and some sand up in that area. But we still have to work all that out. So it looks like we're gonna. Okay, this is the other end of the pond, so we have to a little section from that wall to finish up the pond. So we'll probably cast the bottom of the pond with concrete. So I have to probably clean this out, get everything leveled out. So we'll get all the holes filled in the block. So I'm looking for some kind of waterproofing membrane to make the pond waterproof. I know there's a pool paint, but if anybody has any suggestions of what we could use to roll on the concrete bottom of the pond and also on the block walls, let me know if anybody knows of any products that that will do the job. All right, so that's it. So I'm walking out the pond. I'm heading out back to the carport area.
So you can see we are making some serious progress with both of the swimming pool and the pond. Now they cannot be finalized until we're actually in the house because we need power running to the swimming pool. I believe maybe not the pond, but we definitely need power running to the swimming pool in order to get that finalized and all that. So we're not finished with that yet, but we are, as you can see, making some really good progress. As Raymond said, if anyone has any suggestions with respect to a membrane, a really good membrane to put in the pond to hold the water, put it in the comment section down below. Of course, if you have any other questions and suggestions, put those in the comments down below as well. As far as how we are going to stock the pond with fish, the kind of fish that eat mosquito larvae and I guess maybe some others. We're also going to have water plants. So it's going to be really, really beautiful. I can't wait until this is complete. It's a little bit bigger than I thought it was going to be. When Raymond said we're going to have a pond, I didn't expect it to be that big. But it's going. You see that it runs the length of the house, so that's bigger than I anticipated, but it'll be beautiful nonetheless. So again, like I said, if you have any suggestions, any recommendations, any other questions, put them down in the comment section down below. My next video, as I said, I plan to do like a stage 2 video to show you where we currently are with the whole project. So that's it. So that's all I have for you today. I trust this video was informative and enjoyable. If you have not done so, please subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so that you will know every time I upload a new video. Also, please go back and give my other videos a watch, a like, a comment, and share them as well. I am signing off for now. I will see you in the next video.